Hi everyone, welcome back to Dula's Kitchen. So this one is for the chocolate and cheesecake lovers. This chocolate and cheesecake recipe could not be easier to make. It has a cookie crust, a simple chocolate chip filling, and it bakes perfectly. So let's get to it. So I saw this cheesecake trend on Foodies SA and I thought I'll give it a try. I think it's the second time I'm making it. I'm going to start off with 200 grams of margarine, a cup of brown sugar, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to cream this quickly. Adding 1 egg, giving it a mix. I've got 2 cups of sifted flour here. It's 2 1/4 cups. I'll add the 1/4 cup later. I've got 2 1/2 teaspoons of corn flour, which I'm sifting as well. And I've got 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, cooked soda. And I'm sifting that. I'm adding my dry to my wet. Adding the rest of the dry ingredients. I am adding the remaining 1/4 cup. I've got 1 cup of chocolate chips here. So I've mixed, I couldn't get dark chocolate chips because dark always brings the best of flavor, just brings a nicer flavor out of it. So I've mixed normal baking dark chocolate with chocolate chips. This is a cup, and I'm adding it to the mixture, and then I'm just giving it a mix. Make sure it's well combined. It's a very soft dough, so I will just add a little bit more flour to bring it together. Whether it's another 1/4 cup, or you have to feel the texture, and this is the texture of it. So now you should actually divide your dough, and a 3/4 you use for your cookies and the rest for the cookie crust. But I just start off with my cookies. I've got a baking tray here, just eyeball it. This is going into a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius. I'm going to bake it for about 12 minutes. You can leave it as it is or just press it a bit down. Use parchment paper. I'm using reusable baking paper, and this is something that I use for my cakes. It's such a lifesaver. So it's real easy. So you basically take it, just press it in. I use this for all my cakes. Then there's no struggle to get the cake. My cookie dough, which we're turning into a cookie crust now, and you just basically press it in. Make sure it's nice and flat. I just use one of these. While my cookie's in the oven, I'm gonna chill the cookie crust quickly, and I'm going to put it into the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then this will also go into the oven once I remove it from the fridge. Okay, so my cookie crust is going into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and I've got a few left, so we're not throwing it away. This is also going into cookies from the oven. So for the filling, normally I will take, it's 230 and 230. So I'll take one of these and one of these, just to cut down costs, because cream cheese are quite expensive. So I'm using 2 of these. It's not going to be 2 because it's 230 each, and 1 condensed milk and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So I'm going to mix this, and then that's the filling. So the cream cheese is room temperature. I made sure I just whipped it a bit to just ensure that there's no lumps. I'm adding a can of condensed milk, and I'm going to mix this together now. Adding a teaspoon to a tablespoon. I love a lot of vanilla essence. And then you just mix it through. I just removed my cookie crust from the oven, and I'm waiting for it to cool down completely, and then we'll just carry on with the filling. Okay, so this is a 3/4 cup that I'm adding to the cream cheese mixture, and I've reserved a tablespoon for the top, and I'm giving that a mix. Transferring this, adding the rest of the chocolate chips to the top. My oven is preheating 170 degrees. I'm going to bake this for 30 minutes. So I just removed my cake from the oven. I'm just waiting for it to cool down, and then we will plate it. Removing my pan. So I wanted to show you how this works. Actually very easy with this. Okay, so I'm gonna cut through the cake. I'm not sure whether it's set. So as you can see, I've cut through the cake. I didn't give it a lot of resting time. The knife was a bit sort of like wet when I cut it, because it's difficult to cut it. You can rest it overnight. I didn't rest the cake. I didn't chill the cake. But I made it a week ago, and everyone really loved the cake. So I don't always look straight into the camera because my eyes blink all the time, and I stumble over my words every now and then. So I'll get to it. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook. The link and the recipe will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and God bless.